Thank you.
So I like that you're
No,
still...
I care about people. I want to see people happy and see them do well.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What?
Tom Cruise, an American actor and filmmaker, is widely regarded as a legendary figure in the movies. On film, he is a well-liked actor, but I can assure you that he is not a well-liked actor outside of the screen. How come everyone is so opposed to Tom Cruise? In response to all of your queries that have been lingering for a long time, the answer will be provided today. There were a number of people who felt uneasy because of his outrageous actions, and his religious beliefs were unclear. However, this is not the end of the story. There are many more mysteries that you are not aware of regarding this individual. The inspection throws new light on who Tom actually is, using a variety of methods, including personal experiences and open critique. Having said that, let us now investigate the several distinct points of view that have been brought up in the conversation concerning Tom's private life and the true nature of his identity. In the comments box below, we would appreciate it if you would participate in the conversation with us and share your individual opinions regarding the relationships and events that we will be discussing. Now, let's get started. To begin, we will go through the well-known people who have collaborated with Tom, and they have all expressed that they are unable to tolerate him. While working on the development of Interview with the Vampire in 1994, Brad Pitt, who is known for his nuanced performances and his honest approach, shared some insightful information about his turbulent relationship with Tom Cruise, another Hollywood heavyweight. Brad's disclosures shed light on the underlying conflict and different personalities that define their relationship, despite the fact that they both shared stardom. Concerns were raised concerning Tom's ability to play the character of the vampire Lestat from the very beginning. Author Anne Rice voiced her mistrust regarding Tom's capacity to fulfill the requirements of the role. Even Brad admits to having early worries, which is very similar to the issues that many people in the field have. However, in the end, Tom's representation was successful in exceeding the expectations of both critics and spectators, including the author. Brad's experience behind the scenes was hampered by the gloomy atmosphere of the London set and the sad subjects of the picture, both of which contributed to a feeling of melancholy on his part. An additional factor that contributed to his dissatisfaction during production was the ongoing torment that his character endured, which added to the difficulties of working alongside Tom. The conversations that Brad had with Tom were marked by an underlying tension that was created by an implicit competition between them with regard to their art and their different approaches to it. The warning that Brad issued, in which he compared their relationship to that of North and South, highlighted the striking disparity between their personas and the paths that they had taken within the company. Brad's humorous barbs at Tom's predilection for dangerous acts hinted at a nuanced dynamic between the two performers, which oscillated between friendliness and rivalry. This was despite the fact that there was disagreement between them. The fact that Brad was willing to engage in self-deprecating humor offered views into the intricacies of their relationship, which went beyond a simple competition in the professional sphere. It was the tumultuous marriage between Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes that caught the public's attention and focused light on the intricacies of celebrity, love, and religious convictions in the spotlight. Their relationship was marked by a number of unusual occurrences, such as Tom's highly publicized couch-jumping experience on Oprah's show, which caused a great deal of confusion and anxiety among many people. In addition to other peculiar habits, this served as a signal to us about Tom's odd personality. It also served as a warning that celebrity marriages frequently come with their own unique set of difficulties. It was rumored that Tom had purchased an ultrasound machine in order to keep track on Katie's pregnancy with their daughter Suri. This was a very peculiar gesture on Tom's behalf. Despite the fact that some people saw it as a romantic show of care, others thought it was excessive or inappropriate, which increased the amount of attention that was placed on the couple's personal life. These kinds of acts brought to light the increased scrutiny and pressure that celebrities are subjected to in order to keep their relationships under the watchful eye of the public. Speculation and suspicions regarding the reasons for Tom and Katie's divorce in 2012 caused shockwaves across the entertainment industry. The divorce was the result of a disagreement between the couple. Because Tom is devoted to Scientology, a controversial religion, the public's opinion of Scientology is significantly influenced by this faith. As a result of Tom's dedication to Scientology, Katie reportedly experienced feelings of suffocation and feared the way it might affect their daughter. This anxiety over religious differences most likely played a role in her decision to seek a divorce in order to protect herself and Suri from what she believed to be possible harm. Katie made sure that her departure from the marriage was properly planned out, adopting strategies such as renting a secret apartment and using a burner phone in order to avoid Tom interfering with her activities. During a phone call, she surprised Tom with the news that they were getting divorced while he was overseas filming. This event left him in a state of shock and added to the drama that was surrounding their breakup. There were also rumors that arose regarding Tom's propensity to divorce his wives when they reached the age of 33. This led to a discussion about his preferences and the role that Scientology teachings had in his relationships. In addition, Katie's father, who is a well-known divorce attorney, most likely had an impact on her business strategy while the divorce process was in progress. Katie did not provide any information regarding the specifics of their divorce, most likely because she was bound by secrecy agreements, despite the fact that she was granted full custody of Suri. Tom's commitment to Scientology and his tense relationship with Suri, who is apparently not interested in the church, only served to enhance the public's interest in the circumstances surrounding their split. Immediately following the conclusion of their divorce, Katie moved to New York City as a single mother. When it comes to the world of Hollywood, where identities are constantly built and public images are meticulously managed, it is not very often that you will witness one celebrity criticizing another. On the other hand, Mark Wahlberg, who is well known for his no-nonsense demeanor both on and off the screen, has never been one to shy away from expressing his thoughts and statements. In 2013, Mark made news when he offered a stinging assessment that was directed directly at Tom Cruise. He warned us about what he saw to be a hazardous trend in the behavior of celebrities. In the course of a question-and-answer session that took place after the premiere of the film Lone Survivor, which is based on the terrible true story of a group of Navy SEALs, Mark launched a verbal barrage directed at actors who dared to equate their experiences on set with the sacrifices made by real-life servicemen and women. The idea that the difficulties that actors have to deal with, such as intense training or long hours spent in the makeup chair, could even begin to equate to the life-and-death situations that military men have to deal with was something that he stated with a profound and ingrained sense of frustration. The passionate remarks spoken by Mark struck a chord with many people, and their impact was felt far beyond the bounds of Hollywood gossip as well. The remarks that he made were generally perceived as a direct response to remarks that were supposedly made by Tom himself. In those remarks, the Top Gun star apparently compared his grueling production schedule to being deployed in a combat zone. The harm had already been done, and Mark's scolding served as a potent reminder of the huge divide that separates the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown from the terrible realities experienced by those in uniform. Tom eventually explained his words, but the damage had already been done. The criticism that Mark had for Tom did not end there. However, through the course of their careers, the two performers have found themselves on opposing sides of the spectrum. Mark is not afraid to call out what he considers to be hypocrisy or arrogance, and he does not hesitate to do so. Mark has continually failed to sugarcoat his ideas when it comes to his fellow A-lister, whether it be by making fun of Tom's association with Scientology or by questioning his behavior in the aftermath of the attacks on September 11, 2001. The time that Thandie Newton spent working with Tom Cruise on the set of Mission Impossible 2 was plagued with difficulties and discomfort. Thandie has stated in a number of interviews that she has experienced feelings of intimidation from Tom, whom she has regarded as a dominant individual who exerts a great deal of pressure on himself and others. Her feelings of uneasiness and terror were exacerbated by the fact that she related situations in which Tom sought to take control of scenes at the theater. Furthermore, Thandie cautioned us about Tom's unwavering commitment to Scientology, pointing out that he distributed Scientology literature as Christmas presents. Regardless of whether or not individuals found the religion to be appealing, Thandie ultimately described the experience as a nightmare. despite the fact that she acknowledged Tom's efforts and the opportunity to work alongside him. Before she received comfort from co-workers who had experienced the same thing, she had the impression that she was the problem. The interview that Thandie gave to Vulture offered a vivid picture of the time that she spent working with Tom on the set of Mission Impossible. It was stated by her that Tom had the belief that he was the only person who could truly excel in everything, and that he required the spotlight to be on him. The pair fought through a night scene, with Tom being dissatisfied with Thandie's lines. He believed that she was stealing his attention, and eventually, he was trying to make the scene more about him. In addition, she recalls Tom becoming obviously stressed out while filming, which resulted in the rapid appearance of a zit, which was indicative of his high metabolism and excessive amounts of stress. In June of 2019, a flurry of comments and speculation was produced as a result of Justin Bieber's humorous yet shocking challenge to Tom Cruise. Many people were left bewildered and wondering about the rationale behind Justin's surprising suggestion. After he turned to Twitter to announce his wish to challenge the well-known actor to a battle in the octagon, he said that Tom would be afraid if he were to accept the challenge. In addition, Justin's intervention attracted a large amount of attention from other celebrities. The fact that Dana White, the head of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, was mentioned in the tweet gives the impression that there may be a bout that is planned under the UFC brand. Conor McGregor, the current champion of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, has even offered to host the fight under his own sports and entertainment organization. On the other hand, Justin soon explained that his challenge was offered in jest, knowing that Tom would most likely prevail over him in a physical confrontation. In spite of his initial bluster, Justin realized that Tom possessed formidable power. He made a sarcastic reference to the strength of Tom's father and acknowledged the significant size disparity between the two of them. In January of 2021, the event was brought back to light when Justin made a lighthearted attempt to revive the challenge through an Instagram post. The post included a photograph from his music video titled Anyone, in which he plays the role of a boxer, and it was accompanied by the phrase, Tom Cruise's toast. It is possible that Justin's challenge to Tom was initially intended to be a humorous prank. Nonetheless, it has accidentally provoked conversations about celebrity feuds and the unpredictable nature of interactions on social media. The relationship between Lisa Marie Presley, daughter of the legendary artist Elvis Presley, and the Church of Scientology was fraught with difficulties, and she eventually severed her ties with the organization in 2014, particularly after she received the bequest of her father's wealth when she was 25 years old. Her journey inside the organization was riddled with manipulation and exploitation. She became an outspoken critic as a result of her experiences, bringing attention on the coercive tactics that are utilized within Scientology as well as its association with notable personalities such as Tom Cruise. Lisa Marie harbored a profound dislike for Tom, despite the fact that they had only seldom interacted with one another. It was during an interview with journalist Tony Ortega that she revealed her feelings in an open and honest manner, adding, "I despise Tom, and it had been 20 years since I first met him." The late pop superstar Michael Jackson was Lisa Marie's husband at the time, and she stated that Scientology had attempted to recruit him. "I said I never want to be in a room with him again," she added. Specifically, she said that Scientology exerted pressure on her to put some space between herself and Michael, citing the poor image of Michael in the media as the cause for his apparent unsuitability for the organization. Their marriage, which began on the set of the movie Days of Thunder in 1990, was the topic of admiration and public conjecture. Tom Cruise, a celebrity in the entertainment industry, startled many people when he announced that he was divorcing Nicole Kidman. However, behind the glare of the spotlight, their relationship concealed complexity that later became a topic of discussion. A pivotal moment in their shared career was their work on the film Eyes Wide Shut, under the direction of the legendary Stanley Kubrick. This film not only represented an artistic masterpiece but also posed a challenge to their private relationship. In this intense and provocative film, Nicole and Tom explore the depths and complexities of romantic relationships. Nicole later revealed that they remained happily married during the filming of this movie. Despite the film's sensual and emotionally charged theme, the couple managed to sustain their connection off-screen. In her statement, Nicole described how, after long days on set, they would go kart racing into the late hours of the night, highlighting the strength of their bond. However, statements and interviews that followed their divorce revealed deeper layers of their marriage. Nicole openly spoke about the intensity of her love for Tom, describing it as crazy and passionate. In interviews, she admitted that she was completely devoted to their relationship and that she was desperate to have a child with him. Tom, on the other hand, admitted that his initial reaction upon meeting Nicole was pure lust. This may have been a warning sign of the intense dynamics that would later develop in their relationship. After their divorce in 2001, Nicole expressed a profound sense of sadness over the fact that she would no longer be able to communicate with their children, Isabella and Connor, whom they had adopted during their marriage. As a result of the divorce, it became clear that Nicole and Tom held different religious beliefs. Tom continued to be loyal to the Church of Scientology, which was not the same religion that Nicole's ex-husband adhered to. Mickey Rourke, who is distinguished for his intense performances and unconventional career trajectory, rose to prominence in the 1980s with standout roles in films such as Rumblefish and 9½ Weeks. The recent criticism of Tom Cruise's career that Mickey Rourke offered during an interview with Piers Morgan has reignited discussions about the nature of success in Hollywood. Tom Cruise's career, on the other hand, has been marked by consistency and commercial success. He burst onto the scene in the 1980s with iconic roles in films such as Top Gun and Risky Business, and he quickly became one of Hollywood's biggest stars. However, personal struggles caused him to take a break from acting for a period of time, and he later returned to the industry with a renewed dedication to his craft. Known for his charisma, action-packed performances, and box office appeal, Tom has maintained his status as a leading man for over 3 decades. Mickey's recent criticism of Tom's career reflects not only his personal views on acting, but also broad attention within the industry between artistic merit and commercial success. He accused Tom of lacking versatility and playing the same type of character for over 3 decades. When compared to actors such as Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and Marlon Brando, whom he considers to be true icons of the craft, Mickey's perspective prompts reflection on the ever-evolving standards of excellence in acting. While it is impossible to deny Tom's dedication to roles and consistent box office performance, Mickey's perspective prompts him to consider the evolving standards of excellence in acting. John Travolta and Tom Cruise, 2 Hollywood icons whose careers have left indelible traces on the silver screen, found themselves immersed in a smoldering conflict. The feud was inflamed by the complex dynamics of their mutual involvement with the Church of Scientology, which was the source of the feud. Despite the fact that their on-screen chemistry has captivated audiences all over the world, their off-screen relationship has been fraught with complexities, particularly due to their ties to the controversial organization. At the center of their feud is an elusive award known as the Freedom Medal of Valor, which is an honor that is reserved for the most esteemed members of the church. When Tom received this prestigious accolade in 2008, it reportedly triggered feelings of jealousy and resentment in John, who had traditionally been a prominent figure within the organization. John, who is well known for his commitment to Scientology and his efforts in recruiting new members, experienced a sense of being overshadowed by Tom's recognition, which resulted in a rift that went beyond professional competition. Former church guard Brendan Tye shed light on the depths of resentment that the acclaimed actors harbored. John's exclusion from Tom's wedding with Katie Holmes served as a poignant testament to the animosity that was growing between the 2 stars. Recently, John's absence from a Scientology gala hosted by Tom has fueled speculation about his potential disillusionment with the organization. Reports of his decreased involvement following the tragic losses of his wife, Kelly Preston, and close friend, Kirstie Alley, have raised questions about the strength of his faith. Alec Baldwin's recent statements warned us about the issue of gender inequality in Hollywood, prompting a necessary and robust dialogue regarding the responsibility of top-earning male actors, exemplified by figures like Tom Cruise in perpetuating the gender pay gap. Alec's assertion that Tom's exorbitant salary demands serve as a significant contributor to this systemic problem underscores the complex dynamics at play within the entertainment industry. By commanding astronomical fees for their roles, actors like Tom inadvertently create financial barriers that make it increasingly challenging for studios to allocate equitable pay to actresses, regardless of talent or box office draw. The gravity of Alec's remarks, delivered at Elle magazine's prestigious Women in Hollywood event, cannot be understated. With a touch of humor, Alec tactfully points out that even a modest reduction in Tom's asking price could have a substantial impact on addressing the gender pay gap. Despite Tom's immense wealth, estimated at a staggering $600 million, criticisms directed at him and others in his position highlight the urgent need for accountability and reform. Tom Cruise and Brooke Shields became embroiled in a public feud in 2005. Brooke openly discussed her battle with postpartum depression, advocating for the use of antidepressants as part of her treatment. Tom publicly criticized Brooke for her medication choices, citing them as irresponsible. Tom's condemnation of Brooke's medication usage stemmed from his adherence to Scientology principles, which denounced psychiatry and the use of mind-altering drugs. When Tom appeared on The Today Show and confronted Brooke about her medication usage, he asserted that she was spreading misinformation and lacked an understanding of the history of psychiatry. His comments reflected Scientology's stance on mental health treatment, which frequently clashes with mainstream medical practices. The feud gained widespread attention when Tom made his appearance. In response, Brooke defended her choices and criticized Tom for interfering in her personal medical matters. She remained steadfast in her advocacy for mental health awareness and the significance of individualized treatment. She emphasized the importance of respecting and understanding those who are struggling with mental health issues. Following the public confrontation, Tom offered a personal apology to Brooke for his statements. Brooke acknowledged Tom's apology and expressed appreciation for his sincerity. The rivalry between Tom and Brooke emphasized bigger cultural issues regarding mental health stigma. Because of this, questions were raised regarding the responsibility of public personalities when it comes to discussing delicate matters and respecting different points of view. Leah Remini, a prominent figure known for her departure from the Church of Scientology, has been persistent in her efforts to raise awareness about Tom Cruise's deep involvement with the organization. Despite Tom's towering status in the entertainment industry, Leah has consistently urged the public not to overlook his connections to Scientology, which she views as troubling. It has been reported that Tom and Leah were close friends during their time working together on the set of the television series King of Queens. However, it has been reported that their relationship cooled off after Leah left the Church of Scientology. Leah has publicly stated that her friendships with other members of the organization became strained after she began questioning the organization's practices and beliefs. In a recent Twitter post coinciding with the release of Tom's latest film, Top Gun: Maverick, Leah didn't hesitate to call out Tom's association with what she considers a dangerous cult. Leah has also criticized Tom for his alleged passivity regarding problematic aspects of the Church of Scientology, such as alleged cases of mistreatment within the organization or pressure on members to report on others who break the rules. According to Leah's claims, Tom has allegedly turned a blind eye to such issues or downplayed them. This public criticism of Tom isn't new for Leah. As far back as 2017, she referred to him as diabolical, highlighting what she perceives as a jarring contradiction between Tom's public persona and his allegiance to Scientology. Beyond mere word, Leah has taken concrete action to shed light on Scientology's inner workings. Despite facing backlash and alleged retaliation from Scientology, Leah remains resolute in her mission. While some celebrities associated with Scientology, like Kirstie Alley, have come to Tom's defense, Leah's ongoing advocacy continues to provoke important discussions about Tom's role within Scientology and the ethical implications of celebrity endorsements for controversial organizations. Which celebrity has been the most vocal in their criticism of Tom Cruise in the media? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to view additional videos that we have produced, you can either click on one of the videos that is displayed on the screen or check out the channel. Thank you for watching, and we will see you shortly.